This is really interesting because you did a study before. The SEC sort of came around last week and agreed on this. But what is the effect of companies that communicate using social media?
Well, we found that when firms are using Twitter to help disseminate their information, so this is press releases that they've already sent out through the wires or through traditional channels, that if they go ahead and tweet that event, their liquidity improves. They're able to spread the information more broadly and get reduced information asymmetry, so lower spreads, wider depth.
So lower spreads, which it's funny because we talked earlier in the show about spreads and decimalization, but actually improved liquidity through tweeting.
Yes.
Why does that happen?
Well, the idea is when firms want to try to inform the market about the information that they have, they want it to come out on all the channels possible. They want all investors to know. And to the extent that only some of the investors know, then there's a subset that isn't aware of the information, is not sure what's going on. They're going to protect themselves by using spreads. So when you can use Twitter as another channel, you reach more investors, more people are aware. What we call information asymmetry in the market is reduced, and that improves the liquidity.
But to some degree, the methodology creates asymmetry. In other words, a press release is going to have 5 or 6 paragraphs and have a certain amount of information. An SEC filing might have tables included and give you some financial information and some context for that financial information. A tweet's got 140 characters.
Well, and so that's where we were really interested in understanding how firms were using Twitter, because we had the same response when we heard about investor relations companies telling firms to use Twitter. The idea is you can embed links into Twitter, and the links within Twitter are back to the press release, back to the SEC filing. So it's essentially saying, look, hey, here's this information. Take a look at it. This is important for you.
Really quickly, I spent a lot of time studying stock promoters and stock promotions. What is the role of a stock promoter here, or people who are trying to get people to buy a security?
Well, in terms of using Twitter, or
what have you seen in your study, in your work?
Well, so what we say is we look mostly at the firm itself, trying to say we want information to get out there to the investors. We want investors or people interested in investing to be able to see what we think is the important news, and what's going on with the firm. So it's in terms of gaining visibility.